For the last 20 years, the internet had a front door, Google search. You typed a question, got a list of links, opened a few tabs, and built your own answer. That system shaped everything: websites, SEO, ads, online businesses, and even how people learned. But now, something quiet is happening. More and more people aren't searching for links anymore, they're searching for answers. They ask an AI, and the AI gives a summary, a recommendation, and sometimes even a decision. No 10 blue links. No browsing. Just an output. This is not a small upgrade. It's a rewrite of how the internet works. Today on Trend Decoded, we'll decode what changed, why it matters, and what's next, because if AI search becomes the default, the web you know will not operate the same way. What changed? Traditional search is built around links. Google's job was to organize the web and send you to sources. You might click multiple pages, compare viewpoints, and decide what to trust. The entire web economy grew around that behavior. AI search changes the unit of value. The unit is no longer the link. It's the answer. Instead of giving you a menu, AI search gives you a meal. It compresses multiple sources into a summary. It turns exploration into consumption. And that shift is accelerating because people love speed. Why spend 5 minutes scanning pages when you can get a structured response instantly? Why open 10 tabs when you can get a best option list in one view? So what changed is not that people stopped being curious. What changed is that the interface rewards the easiest outcome. Tell me the result, not show me the path. And once that becomes normal, search stops being navigation and becomes a decision engine. Why it matters. The business model of the web. Now let's talk about why this matters. Because the web runs on traffic. Websites survive through visits, ads, subscriptions, affiliate links, and brand discovery. Search has been one of the biggest traffic pipelines in history. But AI search reduces visits. If your question gets answered inside the AI interface, fewer people click through. That means fewer page views, fewer ad impressions, fewer subscriptions, and fewer opportunities for smaller publishers to be discovered. In other words, the open web becomes thinner. This is the core tension. AI search depends on the web's information, but it can also starve the web's business model. If too many answers happen without clicks, many sites will either shrink, paywall, or disappear. And when sources shrink, the information supply becomes less diverse. That makes the AI ecosystem more centralized and more controllable. So AI search isn't just better search. It changes who gets paid, who gets seen, and who survives. Why it matters. Trust, psychology, and influence. Now the psychology. Traditional search forced you to see multiple sources. Even if you clicked only one, you still had the feeling of choice. AI search removes that friction. It feels clean, confident, and complete, and that is exactly why it's powerful. But here's the danger. When one interface summarizes reality, it also shapes reality. The AI decides what to include, what to emphasize, what to simplify, and what to ignore. And most people will not check sources every time. They'll treat the answer as truth, especially when it sounds clear. This creates a new influence layer. If the AI is the gatekeeper, whoever influences the AI influences the public. That influence can come from training data, partnerships, safety filters, ranking systems, and even commercial incentives like paid placements or preferred sources. And there's another problem. AI search can sound certain even when it's wrong. Not because it's evil, but because summarization is inherently risky. The more you compress, the more you can distort. Over time, people may browse less, verify less, and outsource judgment more. That's not a tech issue. That's a cultural shift. What's next? So what's next? Here are 3 predictions that follow the logic of this shift. Prediction 1. The web splits into 2 layers. One layer becomes the AI-readable web, structured, summarized, optimized for extraction. Another layer becomes the human web, premium, paywalled, community-based, and experience-driven. Information becomes more gated, not less. Prediction 2. SEO becomes answer optimization. Instead of ranking for clicks, people will fight to become the source the AI summarizes, cites, and recommends. Brands and publishers won't just chase page 1 ranking. They'll chase being included in the answer. The competition shifts from traffic to representation. Prediction 3. Search turns into action. AI search won't just answer questions, it will complete tasks. You won't ask, "What's the best option?" and then go buy it. You'll ask, and the system will purchase, schedule, book, or create, based on your preferences. That means search becomes an agent. And that means the internet's front door becomes a decision maker, not a directory. The biggest question will be, who controls the decision layer, and what incentives shape it? So here's the trend decoded summary. What changed? Search is shifting from links to answers. From browsing to summaries. And from navigation to decisions. Why it matters. It threatens the web's traffic economy, concentrates influence, and changes how people trust information. What's next? The web splits into layers. SEO becomes answer optimization, and search becomes action-based, where the interface doesn't just inform you, it chooses and does. This is why AI search is replacing Google, not with a loud announcement, but with a quiet behavior change. And the biggest rewrites always begin with behavior. If you want more videos that decode tech and AI shifts without the hype, subscribe to Trend Decoded.